What's going on, guys? I've got here a 2024 Nissan Altima, and I'm going to use this car to show you where you can find the fuse, the relay, and the location of the horn. So everything is going to be under the hood. We're going to look inside this first fuse box right here. To access it, you push in on these tabs while you lift upwards on the box. And that's that. The cover's removed. Now the fuse for the horn is a blue 15 amp fuse located right here. So we can pull the fuse out and inspect it. This is what a good fuse looks like. And when this fuse is working properly, it sends constant power from the battery to this relay. Now this is the horn relay. I'll show you how to remove that. On the left side of the relay, you have to push in. There's a little tab there that you push in. You can pry in there with a long screwdriver. And while you're pushing in on that tab, you grab and you pull the relay upwards while you wiggle it from side to side. It can be a little tricky to remove, especially if you have not removed it before. Now, on the subject of the relay, my favorite way to troubleshoot this is have an assistant inside the car holding the horn button down. While they're doing that, you can tap on the relay. Sometimes relays can get stuck, and tapping on the relay can get them working again. This is an unusual 3-pin relay, and I'll go over the wiring. But real quick, a test that you can do on the horn directly is you can connect these two terminals together. When you do that, you should see some sparking, and the horn will work. Doing that test will help tell you if the horn itself works when you send it power. If you can get the horn to sound off using this method, but not when actually pushing the horn button, you may have an issue with the switch. Now you'll see I've color coded these pins. So let's go over that real quick, and then I'll show you how to locate the horn. This pin on the left side that I've colored in red, that receives constant power from the blue 15 amp fuse that I pointed out to you earlier. When you actually hit the horn inside the car, the horn switch provides a ground on this pin that's closer to the front of the car that I've painted in blue. Now the relay, when it receives power from the fuse and a ground from the horn switch, it connects the power terminal here with this terminal that I've colored in white. This terminal takes power and sends it to the horn itself. So if you send power into this terminal, you're powering up the horn, and the horn should go off if the horn's working. Now let's say the relay is good, the horn switch is good, your fuse is good. You suspect your horn itself is receiving power but not working. You want to access that to test it out, maybe replace it. The horn is located underneath all this plastic stuff. So you have to remove all these push pins. I went ahead and removed all of them except for one, so you can see how you do that. You just pry it with a flathead screwdriver and it will pop up. You remove it and set it aside. And this whole plastic cover will come up after you've removed all of the pins. Next, what you have to remove is this silencer box on the front of the air intake. There's 3 pins to remove. I've removed all but one, so let's pull this out. And you want to be careful because this will try to fall. So you can catch it, keep it from falling, and you wiggle it out like so, set it aside. Now you can look in here and see the horn. So it's got 2 connections. The green wire takes power from the horn relay, and this gray wire is a ground. So you should have constant ground on this, and this receives power only when you're operating the horn. And to disconnect these, you have to push in on this tab right here with my thumb. I'm pushing in and it comes up. So there's the tab that you push in to disconnect it. Now, with this being in the front of the car, it's subject to corrosion more than most other connectors. So I'd like to check that out, see if there's any corrosion in these pins. And should you want to replace this, you can just unbolt it right here. It's a 10mm nut that you remove. So yeah, I hope that this was helpful for you. Please do let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or advice about the horn in your Nissan Altima. Thanks for watching.